Hello, hello. And my snoot. Oh, I'm sorry. Ignore that. That sound didn't happen. Is my mic on? Yes, it is. Thank God. We're playing Kentucky Route Zero. I don't know if there's any reason to load one of these specifically, so I'm going to start with the farthest on the left because I'm American, I guess. I read left to right. I don't know anything about this game. And also, this is the TV edition. I don't know what that means. Limits and demonstrations, the entertainment here and there along the echo up un pueblo de nada. Oh, that one says. House of Naught. Is that what it's supposed to be? Act 1. Scene 1. Equus oils. Equus oils. Guys, we're doing a Game Pass grab bag. Oh. Are you excited? It's hard. I kind of wanted to just be like, I'm a Pokemon streamer now. I'm really enjoying Violet. Truck. A moving truck rumbles softly to itself. Painted on its side are the words Lisette's Antiques, Furniture, Glassware, Curiosities. Dog. Oh, y'all can't even see the dog. Old hound in a straw hat. Both have seen better days. Can you see the dog now? Okay. Well, I guess I'll go this way. Oh, attendant. Damn, did you hear that wreck? A truck full of bottles. I don't know, beer bottles, whiskey, lost a tire or something and spilled booze and glass all over the interstate. What a mess. Hope they don't come down here looking for anything. We blew a damn fuse and it's all shut off. Did I hear a dog? What's your dog's name? His name is Homer. Her name is Blue. Or just something. Oh, no. His name is Homer. Like the Simpson. Bit of a shuffler dragging Homer step. Kind of an old one, isn't he? Well, I guess he's got some stories then. Hey, here's some jerky for Homer. I made it myself. Didn't turn out too well, but I bet a dog will eat it. Getting late, right? I can feel the sun on my neck, but it's just a few feet off the horizon.
Oh, thank you!
Eagle, thank you for the resub. 3 months. How are you today? I haven't seen you in a minute. How have you been? Hello, hello. I've been pretty okay. I'm sick. I'm not sick. I'm still getting over a cold. But other than that, I can't really complain. Except the children are driving me insane. Yeah, but I mean, children. I've been told that's what they're supposed to do. Okay, what was I saying? I've been driving all evening looking for 5 Dogwood Drive. I've got delivery to make on Dogwood, but I'd rather watch the sunset. Oh. Hey, I understand. You have got to do the job you're paid to do. Maybe get some rest somewhere in there. Maybe have a drink, then back at it. There's dignity in that rhythm. So where is Dogwood Drive? How long have you been working here? What's your rhythm like? How's jeez, I'm so sorry. How's Heroin's Claw going? Listen, you and Homer would have been driving up and down 65 all night. Dogwood Drive is on the other side of, well, to get there, you got to take the 0. Good. I'm happy to hear that. There's nothing wrong with that. Slow and steady wins the race. Zero's a tough route to find, but you can use my computer to look up directions. You'll have to head down into the basement and reset the circuit breaker first. I'll be happy to have those whining lights back up anyways. It's too damn quiet. Wait. The guy's just been sitting here with the lights out when he knows he can just go in the basement and flip the... Okay. Well, basement door's back there in the office. Appreciate your help, friend. Oh, and here, take this lamp. It gets dark. You're an awful businessman. Just sitting here in the dark. Who the heck has a spiral staircase like that straight to the basement people? Uh-oh. Have y'all seen a breaker box down here? Did you hear something? No, sorry. I was looking at the rules again. Gets easier as you go. Look, you said you rolled a 5, right? And that means you get to pick up your marker and move it anywhere on the map. So it's your turn now, right? Yeah, I guess so. Where'd you put that 20-sided die? I don't see it. Did you drop it? It should be easy enough to find it. It glows in the dark. Guys? Are you guys okay? It's no response from the people at the table. I just need to get by you for a minute. I think it rolled off to the left there, but I don't see it. Well, I'm not going to go looking for it. It's too dark down there. Well, if you go down and get it, and I'll just study the rules here. Taps his foot but gets no response from the people at the table. If I can hit that breaker box, I can get the lights back on. I think you were right about the instant crisis rules. There's a whole separate table of them in the back. I don't like that rule anyway. It's not fun. It's just random and frustrating. The randomness is what makes it realistic, Bob. Question response. What if I bring up the game? I still don't understand how you win. Roll the 20-sided die once for each player and refer to Appendix C, Table of Psychogeographical Anxiety/Address Correlations. Locate the resulting street addresses on the map and move each player marker to the appropriate location. That doesn't help. I don't think you can win. It says on the box it's a tragedy. It says it's a strategy, Bob. So you're missing a piece? Okay, so just to get started, we need that 20-sided die. Yeah, that gets us on the road. Well, hopefully if you roll a 1, you drive into a ditch. If you roll a 2 or a 9 or a 12, you have to write down a new anxiety and roll again. If you roll a 5, you get to move your piece anywhere on the map you want. Bob, go get that die. It's too dark down there. Well, that should make it easy. The damn thing glows in the dark. That was fast. Thank you. Knocks on the table but gets no response from the people at the table. If you could just move your chairs a bit, I can scoot right by. Walks away. There's no response from the people. You could just move your chairs a bit. I can scoot right by. Ben and Bob argue about the rules of the game and who should be responsible for retrieving their lost game piece, a glow-in-the-dark 20-sided die. Okay. A dusty, rusty sign is bolted onto the wall. These are the rules. No open flames near the gasoline. No consumption of beer or spirits on the premises. In case of sudden darkness, do not panic. Relax. Count backwards from 5. Strictly limit time spent in the basement to fewer than 3 minutes of every hour. Okay. Oh, wait. Game piece. Picks up the glowing twin sign die and inspects it. The number 5 is facing up. It's just a small piece of plastic, but it has a reassuring, almost comforting weight. Places the object in his jacket pocket. Folding chairs are arranged around a worn card table. The chairs are empty and the surface of the table is bare. I'll go put it on the table. They were looking for it. If it's ghosts, they might appreciate it. There it is. Just listen to those lights whine. Yep. Well, I better get those directions ahead. But they're gone now. In the basement? No, I don't think so. Maybe the lamplight was playing tricks on you, huh? Well, strange things happen underground, especially in the dark. So, computers in the office, you're looking for Marquez. She knows her way around those roads. She'll get you to the 0. The password is... damn. I usually just feel it out. Muscle memory, you know? It's kind of long. Kind of like a short poem, I think. One of those short poems that really sums it all up. You'll figure it out. So sits between gas pumps and a Queen Anne armchair. His hair is gray and his glasses darkened. This kind of gives me like Limbo / Inside vibes. Homie taps the key, walking to the computer from its reverie. User. Typing. Conway. Typing. Joseph. Password. Typing. Wheel slide loose. Typing. The stars drop away. Typing. I talk and listen to him talking. Nobody saw the accident. The moon throbs. It's late. You just breathe road. The lights whine. It will only get later. Password accepted. I talk and listen to him talking. It's late. It will only get later. Is that haiku? I talk and listen to him talking. It's late. It will only get later. It is not a haiku. How's it going in there? Figuring it all out? Sure you are. Messages, address book, games, exit. Games. It's not real. Address book. Address book. Oh, I just looked at the computer. Look how old that thing is. I was like, this is how computers work. Marquez residence, 100 Macondo Lane. Head northeast on 65. Then turn left as soon as you see the ugly tree that's always on fire. Look for the barn at the base of the mountain there. Can't miss it. Got it? Out there on Macondo somewhere, right? Yeah, that's it. Hey, look, while you were down there, I loaded that old TV of mine into your truck. I borrowed that thing from Weaver Marquez a number of years ago, and now that the power's all weird over here, I can't pick up anything but static in public access anyway. She was always more of a reader, but maybe she'd want it back at home. It's a nice TV. Okay, I know I've only been live for 16 minutes, but my mom just brought me Taco Bell, and I don't want it to get gross. So I'm going to go to be right back, and then I'll be right back.
In one of the closets.
Yeah. Oh!
No!
Oh!
What? What do you mean, what? You didn't see that?
Oh!
No, I didn't. It's done now. I'm not concerned about it.
That was
cool.
less than fortunate.
Else. Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Oh, that was unpleasant. How far back am I? All the way? Am I all the way back?
Looks like a part is missing.
Great, I'm all the way back. Great. Love that. Well, now I can speed run though. I've given her too much power.
I didn't
Did you take all the water too?
I definitely did. You have a watermelon. It gives plenty of water back.
I just made all that water.
Well, remember that one time where I made a bunch of water and it was missing?
No.
Now you understand. Water sometimes goes missing. Oh, and don't look for the meat. The meat also might not be there.
Yeah, I noticed.
No! Help me! Help! Oh my God, that was so close.
Leave my friend alone. Leave my friend.
I got the goat. Oh my God! All right, go to the brazier, quick. I'm running. I'm running, dude.
Bates,
Oh no, we need.
Bates says
chicken noodles to
Bates
burn
says she
them.
has red eyes, and then she snagged me. Okay, where the hell am I? Huh? That's Skull, or whatever his name was. Oh, they did you dirty, boy. You looked way cooler before they switched animation.
Chicken wood.
Divorce. We're divorced now.
What's up, noodles?
So, this is a dead end. This one was the worst option.
Come on, dude. I'm useless. I'm chicken.
Damn you for my channel.
You know,
Oh,
sometimes you
I can make
lose
chairs.
motivation.
I can make a whole ass sofa.
You know what? I'm not going to be the one to say you can't do what you want to do. Because I just do whatever I want when I'm in this game, so I'm not going to be the person. You do whatever your heart desires.
I made a sofa.
That does hurt me, but you're allowed.
You're allowed, but you're also off the boat.
No. I don't kick people off the boat. That's rude. I like it, but I feel like you need to like start making more stuff down here.
Oh, hey, I'm starving.
Feels like an empty space with a little bit of luxury.
It's pretty much my life.
School never changes, huh?
It's Fallout. Oh no, I see. I keep getting older. Please. Oh no. Oh. I mean, it's for the best.
trouble.
You just have to find him.
Hey, I found Molly.
Yeah, I think we need to. Don't we need to like hit
jump
her the
button.
first time?
Yeah, but
And
I was
then,
gonna try to corral a rat first, but I can't find any.
We
I don't
might
think the
have
rats-
to let
I don't
her
think
out.
the rats open up until
Yeah, I think we need to open up doors and stuff.
Well, no, I think,
that
we have to, yeah. Hey guys, I was standing right here. I am dead.
What the hell happened to you?
You're not dead.
Yeah, he is.
I was standing in the electric and someone turned
Oh my
it
god!
on.
Oh my god! Flashlight, please! Please, flashlight, turn on! Oh my god!
That's
I didn't know
really
we were
funny.
turning it on right now.
That's really
Oh my
funny.
god!
Okay, well, that
Good
is.
morning, guys. I like it.
Sorry about
Okay.
that. Listen, we live and learn. We live and learn. I did not realize.
Well, thanks for joining us, Anthony.
I jumped on the table and said, hey guys, look at me. And all of a sudden I was dead.
Chicken noodles? Hello.
Did Chicken
Battery.
Noodles is Chicken Noodles doing another Rubik's cube?
Battery for you, chicken. Hello.
Sorry, I was
Wait.
looking at the fire.
Hey, I got a battery for you. There you
Thanks.
go. Ooh, pumpkin.
Ah,
you
She's
walk
in
right
the-
into it.
she's at the bathroom with us.
Hey, more rats. I'm unleashing more rats.
Hey, Francois, I'm closing the bathroom.
Oh, no rats. What's up with that?
I think we've done both the garbage cans. We just have to find them.
Oh, there's only two?
I don't know for sure, but I think that
There was only 2 goat cages, so that would make sense.
yeah.
Oh, you guys locked me in here with her! Oh my god.
I said I was closing the bathroom.
I was too scared to listen.
I don't know why that's really funny to me. Hello, I'm back. I don't know if you're still here or not. Eagle. But I'm back. Okay, well, actually, it's fine, probably. Sun's going down. You and Homer better get on that road if you're gonna make your delivery. Homer. Carway scratches behind Homer's right ear. How's it going, Homer? What do you think of this place? Got a treat? How about a treat? Here's some jerky from the gas station attendant. He's paid out, isn't he? Reminds me of your old man, Ira. Oh. Hello? I got... Okay. You missed that guy? What do you think of this place? Never noticed it driving by. Okay, well, this kind of reminds me. Conway is ready to leave. Conway stays put. This. Uh-oh. I wasn't actually paying attention. Oh, shoot. Okay, we're going back. Act 1, Scene 2. And that's only a few miles outside of Ogdenville, anyway. I don't think you could do much better for accessibility, and they got that new gas station if folks get lost. But maybe they should feel lost. Maybe they should feel lost, Joseph. Just as lost then as we are always already lost. Just like poor, itinerant Silas. Wandering the road, looking for a home. Well, that's the way to look at it, I guess. Well, hello, I heard that old truck rumble on up. How's Homer? Say, maybe you can help this fella. He's looking for a venue, is how you said it, right? A real big stage. A real big show. I have an old friend who runs a bar, and they've got real big stage. No, it can't be indoors. Impossible. But I'm obliged you'd stop a moment to help me work this through. Let me explain my charge. I've dedicated my last 12 years to the design and orchestration of my life's great work, a grand, broadly experimental, theatrical adaptation of The Death of the Hired Man by Robert Frost. How do you mean experimental? Well, drama's really my second love. My higher calling is pseudoscience. Yep. Pseudoscience. So where's the performance? The event is to be performed tomorrow, just before dawn, but in the spirit of tragedy, our venue falls through with the last moment. I've been out all day driving the highways looking for replacement, eyes fastened to the landscape like a hawk scouring the field. So like a hawk, in fact, that I failed to keep an eye on my gas meter. I'm here waiting for the tow truck to bring my car so I could get back at the task. Well, I'm keeping an eye out for a spot. I'm on a drive anyway. If you have attention to spare, I'd be grateful. Somewhere outdoors, somewhere intimate, somewhere tragic. Yeah, well, okay then. Joseph, I need to check the computer one more again. Uh-oh. It was from Donald at Hotmail. Accounts consolidated mail. I really don't care. Message. Okay. Exit, I guess. Shoot. Joseph, I didn't think this was going to start more of a thing, so I'm just going to leave. It doesn't want to stay on any longer. Okay, let me use my brain muscles. Oh, burning tree. A tall black oak burns on a hill above the road. Say turn left here? Yeah. Act 1, Scene 3. Marquez farmhouse. Pretty dark out here, huh? So I guess we just head up the path here. The farmhouse is up the hill a little bit. Keep an eye on the truck, all right? Street lamp lights the base of a dusty path leading up the hill. Homer, I said stay. Homer, what are you doing, boy? I told you to stay by the truck. Yeah, that's a good little Augie. We'll get it all, little Augie. Family graveyard is set off to the side of the house. Headstones are inscribed with the surnames of the unfortunate. Nowakowski, Padilla, Marquez. Why would you assume this is the front door? I would have assumed the other one was the front door. Hello? I was just thinking what a lovely house we have. Do you like it? Have you been here before? Did you happen to see an owl? No. I've never been here before. I know. It must seem very strange to you. I was here when this house was built, so it's never been strange to me. Used to be another house here, but we had it destroyed, and we built this one. It was very expensive, and we got quite underwater. What do you do for work? Is it too difficult, or do you like it very much? I was once a mathematician. Are you looking for something in particular here? I drive deliveries for a small antique shop. I believe it's hard times for a small antique shop. It's hard times everywhere, even out here on our little farm. My parents stopped paying the bank a while back. I shouldn't even be here, but I just stayed. I have some notebooks. I'm only a little bored. I might prefer to watch TV occasionally. Actually, I have a TV here that belongs to you. Will you please set it up? And then I can explain to you how to get where you're going. The 0. I know. Maybe I just leave. That's not how it's supposed to look. You've made a mistake setting it up. Is it a foreign object to you? Which of your parents was it who wouldn't allow you to watch television? Ma thought she heard ghosts in the static. Hey, B! I know about that. She was ill, wasn't she? Mentally, I mean. Kind of distant. Fearful? Yeah, that's the way to put it. You hate it all backwards. Oh, you have it all backwards. I'm not surprised, are you? Have you been paying attention? I don't think you have. It's time to start paying attention now, Conway. Look closely at the television. How are you today, B? It's going. This is a weird one. I am confused. Hey, wake up. You spaced out for a minute there. What do you keep out in the barn? It used to be tools and feed, then books. Now I think it's mostly spiders. TV is picking up the wrong signal. My cousin Shannon would know more about it. She fixes TVs for a living. Well, she used to. I think the new models are giving her some trouble. Your cousin? That's my father's brother's daughter, Shannon. We're about the same age. Well, we used to be. She's older now. Are you dead? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that, B. She has a workshop up north a ways by the lake, right where Peonia and Wax Road meet. It's a big bait and tackle shop, and she fixes TVs in the back. Do you like fishing? Honestly, I'm not convinced you should bother with the Zero. I'd much rather you find my cousin and fix my TV, but I'll get you headed the right way. So it's pretty easy. Get back on 65 heading north, then take the first right after the artificial limb factory. From there, your arrival at the Zero is basically inevitable. Nice to know you, Conway. Keep your eyes open, especially in the dark. This man's dead, isn't he? This is going to be like Twilight Zone, like the hitchhiker, where you're constantly avoiding the hitchhiker, but they keep showing up, but then the hitchhiker ends up being the Grim Reaper, and you died at the very beginning of your trip, and they're trying to reap your soul. I want to go downstairs. Okay. Okie dokie. You take care of you, B. Okay, Homer, there's some horses out there behind the house. I just met the strangest lady. Remember the horses you and Lasse and Ira had? I guess they don't sleep in the barn. I miss them sometimes, the horses. Yours didn't like to sleep in the barn either. It's time to go. I didn't know this was a spooky game. Creek runs alongside the highway and then turns toward a dirty brick building. Grinding drone from within the building. It's faintly audible from the interstate. Floodlights on the lawn illuminate smokestacks. At the edge of the building's parking lot, a large sign, partly obscured by trees, reads Artificial Limb Factory. Okay, first left. Okay. On ramp. This is an interesting travel mechanic, and I don't hate it. Guitar player. A young man in gray, stained clothes sits by the side of the road. He is playing a worn guitar. To his left is a blue mug. To his right, a weathered dog. Conway stands and listens. The young man strums absently on the guitar, hums tunelessly, and occasionally mumbles a word. Put $1 in the cup. The young man stops playing, pulls the wet dollar bill out of his whiskey, and hands it back to Conway. Okay. On ramp. So, where did she say the bait and tackled shot was? Oh, dragonflies. Shows from Marquette's farm. Up north a ways. Wait. Up north ways by the lake, right where Peonia and Wax Road meet. It's a big bait and tackle shop, and she fixes up north ways by the lake. Maybe they mean this way? Wait, what? Oh, that's the equine place. Museum. Sign in front of the building just reads museum. The lights are off, but the front door is open. Enter the museum. Conway steps through the museum's door. A few feet inside the museum door, the ambient sound of the highway drops sharply away. The room is cold, dark, and still. A book lies open on a table in the center of the room. An open hallway extends to the left. Large glass doors bar the path ahead. Look at the book. There's no title on the book's spine or cover. A 3-word phrase written in pencil on the first page is smudged and indecipherable. On the first page, someone has left an ink drawing of a horse. Several dozen blank pages later, at the end of the book, is an elaborate ink drawing of a one-legged man working an antique adding machine surrounded by whiskey bottles. Walk to the hallway. Conway's steps echo against the hallway's marble floor and arched ceilings. Plexiglass boxes line the walls. The hallway dead ends in a darkened display case. Oh, look at the display case. The display case is several yards wide, but just a few feet off the ground. It's unlit, and back in this corner of the darkened museum, very little moonlight creeps in. A gold-plated plaque on the surface of the case is a bit easier to read. It recounts a short history of fowl hunting in the region and then speculates abruptly about the nature of addiction. Look at the boxes. The first box, just a few feet into the hall, contains an assortment of bird wings. Some are missing feathers. One large, brightly colored wing almost glows in the moonlight. Its feathers are intact, but a piece of bone pokes awkwardly out from the tip. Return to the entrance. A book lies open on a table in the center of the room. An open hallway extends to the left. Large glass doors bar the path ahead. Walk through the glass doors. Glass doors won't budge. To apply any more force would likely break them. Well, I'm not going to be breaking nothing, so I'm not going to just leave the museum. The sign in front of the building just reads, museum. The lights are off. Drive away with my life, please. Jesus Christ. Airplane. Uh-oh. Two shirtless, shoeless men push a light aircraft along the highway. Occasionally, one or the other slips a bit on the sweating asphalt, or stops to pull back his hair. The men are nearly broken. The rubber is almost worn away. Soon, these men will be dragging this airplane. Kind of want to know what will happen if they get off the screen. Probably thinking, that asshole in a truck just showed up, parked, got out, and watched us push. Like, for a while. Nothing at all. Okay, back in the truck. Conway doesn't want to stay any longer. Peonia Road? Rocky Hill Estates Road. Peonia Road? Aha! Bait shop. Conway pulls into the bait shop parking lot. Vaulted above the road on a thin steel bar, a handwritten sign reads, "Live bait, minnows, small and also large for stripers, night crawlers, chips and beer." Green fire hangs loosely from a bit of masking tape at eye level. To the shop's right, a dirty parking lot sprawls unevenly into the grass and then eventually trees. The bait shop is open. Enter the bait shop. Oh, read the flyer first. Computer printed type in a bold font surrounds a clip art illustration of a TV set. The TV has eyes, arms, and legs. Its shoulders are slouched on the screen. It is a cartoon expression of exhausted nausea. A hot water bottle rests against its wire antenna. TV repair, no model too old. Inquire within. We do not sell digital converter boxes. Okay. Narrow aisles crowded with lures, reels, rods, and snacks divide the shop lengthwise from the entrance to the cashier's counter. And the left wall is lined with churning tanks of water. Look into the tanks. The 3 metal tanks aren't labeled, and the water is too agitated to get a clear view of what's inside each one. Contents of the first tank are vaguely gray, the second is muddy pink, the third is clear, but shiny, with silver flecks, occasionally flashing along its surface. Leave the tanks. I'm sure it has something to do with the type of bait they say they got. A wiry cashier stands behind the register, preoccupied with a Sudoku puzzle. A handwritten sign on the door behind the counter reads, "TV repairs by appointment. Please consult with cashier." Cashier knocks a few times on the door and waits, occasionally glancing at his puzzle. After a few moments with no answer, he notices a smaller note written on the sign, reads it, then points it out to Conway. Weaver, I got your message. Have left for the old mine. Don't know if I will see you there or what. Ready either way. Shannon. The cashier switches on the radio and AM sports broadcast is playing, but Conway can't be sure if it's meant to answer or to drown out his question. Okay. Leave the shop. Drive away. Oh, that's kind of neato. It gets like bumpier on side roads. The truck jerks toward the shoulder, nearly run off the road by a swarm of dragonflies. Their wings beat briefly in the headlights and disappear into the night. Wow. Louisville Road. Oh. No, no. The offices of Buffalo Creek Rural Electrical Cooperative Corporation is almost invisible from the road. Its parking lot overgrown with weeds and its facade sheltered by ivy. Look in the window. A sinewy shadow obstructs the view through the window. The floor is loosely covered in dirt. Parts of the carpet have rotted with exposure to rain. Wild mushrooms grow in some corners of the room. The wall behind the front desk has been mostly rotted away. It looks fragile. Pushes through the moldy back wall. Conway finds himself in what may once have been a conference room. The floor has fallen away in pieces and filled with dark green mire. The walls of the conference room are decayed and damaged. Push through another wall. Drywall dissolves as Conway pushes through it, falling in damp clumps in the marsh. He breaks through into a long hallway. The glow of a bioluminescent fungus casts a faint blush on the walls. Conway has the feeling he has interrupted something. After a moment of silence, the frog course resumes. Horrifying. Okay, so... Oh. Okay, so that's what... I do need the on-ramp. Okay. Act 1, Scene 4. Elkhorn Valley. Talk to Homer. Conway brushes some dirt off Homer's hat. How's it going, Homer? Huh. Route 0B here. Hey, you got something on your hat. Damn, Fly says flowers again. She just can't keep you out there, can she? This is an on-ramp? Act 1, Scene 5. Oh, that's not promising. Elkhorn Mine. Oh, the mine. Well, that's where your cousin went, so... Not my cousin. The ghost's cousin. Shan speaks on a large brick cell phone held up to her ear. It's $200 for 2 weeks. Yeah, it kind of is an emergency. No. Oh, I'm Shannon now. That's true. I guess he can't kick me out for another week or two. But can I trust him not to just change the locks? Yes, and I appreciate that. Okay. You're right. Just... Never mind. I have to go. Sorry. Excuse me, ma'am. I saw the light was on, and I'm looking for the on-ramp to... Do you believe in ghosts? Let's see. I do believe a place can be haunted, if that's what you mean. What about a person? Can a person be haunted? Sure. I guess a person could. Sometimes I feel haunted myself. What haunts you? Bad decisions, I guess. Wasted youth. Well, look, here's what it is. I drive deliveries for a shop called Lysette's Antiques, and I'm out here to finish this job. What kind of stuff are you hauling? Antiques. Good stuff. Lysette has a sharp eye for the little good it's done her lately. You know, it's just one recession after another. Everybody's selling their old stuff cheap, but nobody's really buying. I have a delivery for 5 Dogwood Drive, and I can't remember ever seeing that address before. Now, I heard I need to take a highway called the Zero. So I met this young lady named Weaver Marquez, and she sent me this way, and so here I am. Common kind of place for an on-ramp, but that's what it's been like so far anyway with what? The Zero. Was that around here? I've never heard of the damned Zero. That doesn't sound like a real highway, but I know Weaver. I've known her all my life. She's my cousin. I'm Shannon Marquez. Weaver doesn't lie. One time when we were younger, she told me my dad had been in a terrible car wreck. There was crushed metal everywhere, and we'd be hearing it echo through the house for years, she said. I was very upset, crying, and then my dad walked in the door, just come back from a trip to the junkyard collecting scrap metal to fashion into wind chimes. I was angry, but she said it wasn't a joke, and it wasn't a lie. At the time, I thought she meant it as a riddle or a puzzle. But Weaver's not a puzzle. She's a mystery. So maybe the 0 is down here somewhere? Maybe it is. Well, I won't mind the company. I've got business down here myself. I talked to Weaver earlier this evening, too. Or, anyway, she talked to me. It's hard to tell she's listening sometimes. Weaver told me I had to come down here to the old Elkhorn mine. She said I'd find something I've been looking for. Where did you see Weaver? At my workshop. She just appeared. I haven't seen her since a long time. It's not such a bad thing, you showing up now. All told, I'd rather not go down there alone. Your dog should stay up here, though. There's no place for a dog. This is an old mine. It runs pretty deep and tangled. We're going to go down into it, find your on-ramp and whatever else. We've got to keep our bearings. I don't want to get turned around. Got some gear here to measure conductivity, frequency response, stuff like that. Maybe we can find a way to put a signal out ahead, do some analysis, and figure out what kind of topology we're up against. Sure. Let's look around. Now, Homer, you stay here, buddy. Or actually, you go back to the truck and get some rest. Take it easy, Homer. Homer. Be gone, devil dog. PA. That runs into the mine's PA system. Do you think it still works? Only one way to find out. All right, give it a whirl. Into PA. Is anybody down there? How big is this place? Nothing. Oh, there's no power. Yeah, okay. Even when this old mine was up and running, it was tricky to keep stuff powered. You know, the miners used to have to pay just to run the fans and the lights. Yeah, they got paid in these shitty plastic tokens, coal script, you know. And if you want to run the fans for a bit to clear the air up, well, you have to put a token in. Parents used to work here. So did Weaver's parents. I guess a lot of folks' parents worked here. Can we power it up? I bet we just have to free up some power for the PA system. Everything is rationed here. Set up that lamp of yours, and I'll go unplug these ceiling lights. Something clever to say. I heard the speakers back here crackle a bit. It's on now, right? Try saying something in the mouthpiece. Well, okay, I hear you. We need to measure the echo delay time and figure out how deep the tunnels run. Just make some noise into the mouthpiece. Oh. That was a bad whistle. Damn, that's a long delay. These tunnels run deep. I bet some of them have ruptured or joined up with the cave system. Alright, I set up my spectrum analyzer, so just say something in the mouthpiece and we can get a sense for how narrow the mine tunnels are. Don't be shy, just say anything that comes in your head. Tell me a story about something, or what'd you have for breakfast today? Here's the story. I used to work doing roof repair. We even fixed up a church roof once. It seemed like a big project, but doable. But then a thunderstorm hit, and it was too late anyhow. Got it. Looks like the tunnels are pretty cramped. Oh, what's going on with the lights? Yeah, low ceilings. Hope you're ready to stoop a bit. You're probably used to it. one more test. We just need to know if the air is breathable or if it's too thin or too dense. Just sit real close to the mouthpiece and breathe. I measure the resonance of your breath with the air in the tunnels. Just try to relax. Just try to breathe naturally. Getting some pretty strong readings here. I think we're in good shape, but keep at it for a minute. Conway breathes and relaxes as the peel of feedback and loose rock engulfs him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for breathing directly into the mic. Like an animal, Conway. And Aaron. Act 1, Scene 6. Elkhorn Mine. Jesus, are you alright? What the hell? My leg is stuck. Shit, okay, I'm gonna pull you out. We have to get out of here. There you go. Okay. Are you hurt? You put any weight on that leg? It's all messed up. Here, let's get you onto the tram. There you go. Now, let's see if this thing has power. Well, okay. There's some luck, right? We should be able to ride this tram. Right out one of the auxiliary exits, if there are any. I think there are. What about the on-ramp? We'll just find the exit and then figure out what to do from there. That's our first priority. So, the controls are over on your side. Let's get moving. Yeah. Oh, here we are. This may be hard to believe. It's hard for me to believe myself, but this whole branch was underwater last I heard. Is it safe? I guess so. Looks like they finally drained it, or maybe it just drained off on its own. The water came in pretty fast, and lots of folks got trapped in the tunnels. I only heard parts of how it went from there. Sanitized for the bereaved, you know how these big companies are. But there was gossip, too. The trapped miners couldn't get the pumps going because the power was rationed, so they shut all the lights off. But even then, it wasn't enough. So I guess it was dark when they... Are you okay? Yeah. I'm fine. It doesn't matter now. Look, this old turntable is still wired up. The controls are dead, but I can use my signal generator to switch tracks if the water hasn't damaged it too much. Or we can just keep heading down this tunnel. All this junk hanging up around the turntable is from the company store. Just junk, you know. The miners would buy it and use it to decorate the place, or as landmarks, I guess. Hard to know which way is which down here. It's all so dim and gray. Shannon connects two clip leads from her signal generator to the turntable's electrical panel. We're on the track between the animal bones and the rowboat, so... We're on the zero. I see the pendulum in the casket. don't think that it's a cask. I don't think it's a casket. This place sucks. Tape player. Dusty reel-to-reel tape player is stashed beneath the track, loaded with tape but starved for power. Cool. Okay, I guess we're going back. Yeah, how long is Kentucky Route Zero? 8.5 to 13.5 hours. Okay, so we're not going to be finishing it. This damn. It's almost totally intact. I thought it would have been destroyed. What is this place? It's a recording studio, basically. Kind of thrown together, but when this mine was active, a couple of folk music archivists spent time here recording miner songs. Really academic ivory tower tapes. None of the miners really talked to them much. So they stayed at the margins, observed, took notes, and then sometimes they get someone on a lunch break to sing into their microphone. And I guess the power company got some kind of interest in the project and gave the archivists some coal script tokens to pay the miners with for their songs. What do you think the archivists were after? Data, I guess. Comparing intonation, subject matter, diction, you know, all those little details that no one really thinks about when they listen to music. Yeah, academics are great at that stuff. Let's get out of here. Somehow looks more like a casket from this angle than it does on its own track. Tracks are all messed up here. This tram isn't going any further. I wonder what's down that tunnel. Guess we'll never know. Dead end. You hear that? Kind of a muffled rumbling. Maybe we're near the water? Could be. There was an underground lake around here years ago. I guess that's why they stopped digging so abruptly here. Okay. Glad to see that the two other routes were dead ends. Animal bones in the rowboat. Back to 0. What have what did I just say? Oh, that's... I was like, what is that? It's stupid light shining against the stupid curtains. Stupid. A big fan of these, like, tunnels. Oh, an exit. Thank God. Okay. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Yeah, okay. That tunnel where the tracks were broken. I'd like to take a look down there. Do whatever you need. I'll just wait for you here. If you wait for me here, I'll just go take another look around. Okay, sure. Okay. I'll be right here. Helmets. Oh, we're not looking at the helmets. Conway, you're supposed to wait. Cramped shack is lined with wooden shelves. Dusty stacks of tape reels and notebooks crowd the room, but a bit of moonlight filters through a window near the ceiling. A small desk in the middle of the room lay 3 notebooks. The red one is labeled J. Marquez, the green one is labeled R. Marquez, and the blue one is unlabeled. Pages are covered in disorganized notes, some written horizontally and others scribbled vertically into margins. A few pages are lined more evenly and divided up into charts correlating seasons, lyrics, harmonies, and coal halls. Open the green notebook. Each page is a delicately rendered charcoal drawing. Most are portraits of rugged faces. Near the middle of the book, there are a few drawings of a young girl in a miner's helmet. She plays along the minecart tracks, collecting pieces of wire. In one drawing, another young girl sits nearby, intently studying a book. Conway opens the blue notebook. The notebook is full of Greek letters and cryptic mathematical formulas. Near the back of the book, what first looks like it might be... Oh, yeah, this place. I didn't think you were coming back. Sure I was. Why wouldn't I be? Most everyone else I met tonight has just disappeared. Well, here I am, damn it. Oh, sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm just on edge. I'll be okay once I get away from this mine. How's the leg? I can walk on it, but it's slow. Well, I'll try not to get too far ahead of you. You don't mind my hitching a ride, do you? I kind of got a lift out here and wasn't sure if when I'd be heading back. I can drive. Yeah, maybe that's best. Don't worry, I've been driving since I was 9. I guess I should look for another route to Dogwood Drive. Yeah, alright. Well, maybe asking Weaver about the 0 was the wrong place to start. Maybe we should just ask her for specific directions. Her answers are complicated enough without a layer of indirection at the question. Saw Weaver in my workshop, but that's up north by Lake Nolan, right at Wax and Peonia, in the back of a bait shop. Pretty glamorous, right? These are the times we live in. She's either up there or back at the farmhouse. Whichever you want to head to first, just let me know. I didn't even see her show up. What's up, homie? I mean, Homer. Guys, it's almost time for my stream. Conway gets back in the truck. Let's go back to the farmhouse. Act 1, Scene 7. Where are you going? Okay, I was going to say past. There's a cat there now. Instead of banjos. I've never seen Deliverance, but I know that when banjos show up, you head out. You leave. This is when we leave Conway in the graveyard. Nobody buried here, you know. It's decorative, I guess. Or it's art or something. I don't know. What are the names on the headstones? Nowakowski, Padilla. I don't know those names. Maybe the people who lived here before? I know when they bought this property, it already had a house and everything. Or maybe they have other symbolic meaning. Oh, look at that headstone. Marquez. I used to think that was for my parents. Now I don't know. Okay. Thought I heard the cat. Guys, I said no more spooky scary. It's not that spooky scary. It is creepy as heck, though. So, this is where she was? Yeah, makes sense. This was where Weaver and her parents lived. Took out a bunch of loans, you know, and had this place built. Do you have any debt? Some people, some apologies. I never really had any collateral. Something to be said for that, I guess. My parents were like that until the company store found a way to get to them. For my dad, it was tokens to run the fans and air purifiers, and for my mom, it was canaries. 2 solutions to the same problem. They sure sounded different. Weaver had debt too, a lot of it, all tuition. She said she was a mathematician or something. Yeah, she studied some esoteric stuff about something about using math to translate between Spanish and English. I think eventually Weaver put those math skills to work on all the red numbers in the family checkbook and got a clear sense of just how hopeless their situation was. So she left. Guess she just drove away in the middle of the night. They woke up in the morning, the car was gone. Never came back. Till tonight. Someone else told me to come here and talk to her. Huh? Okay. I guess we two aren't the only ones she's been talking to. Oh. That's not something you see every day. That old TV right there, well, that is a damned antique for you. I had a model like that in the shop once, but I had to sell it off to make rent. Most painful decision I ever made. Say, do you mind if I open it up? Looks like the dials are all corroded and the screen's leaking light a bit. Come on, I bet Lysette would never forgive you for letting a specimen like that fall into disrepair. You don't know her like I do. Oh yeah, these tubes are all messed up. Look, they look like they've been in a swamp or a cave or something. There's moss growing on this one. It's okay, I have a few spares in my bag here, like most people do. Just have TV tubes in my bag. Here, I pulled this one out of an old computer monitor. Just needs to be recalibrated a bit. Okay. That oughta... should be seeing something now. Are you seeing anything? A little bit to the left. Damn, okay. Here, I think the contacts are dirty. Now, don't go telling my customers I clean off old vacuum tubes with spit. There, just gotta turn it north, south, and... oh, the 0. Is this what it means by TV edition? We win? We lose? We win? Act 2? End of Act 1. Okay. Oh. Limits and demonstrations. Limits and Demonstrations, a Lula Chamberlain retrospective. Marking the first major public showcase of her work in over 20 years, this retrospective exhibit of work by pioneering installation artist Lula Chamberlain comprises a diagonal slice through time, place, and form. The pieces on display here were individually debuted over a period of 35 years, designed in Chamberlain's various homes and studios between her beloved Mexico City and her native Elizabethtown. They represent a range of scale and impact from the intimate warmth of Vertex Texture Fetch to the infamous Visage, the latter of which requires a vertical clearance of over 30 feet. Yet these works share a confounding legacy. In each of their debut exhibitions, they were nearly impossible to install. Galleries and museums balked at the scale, power requirements, and highly skilled labor involved in maintaining these works for display. Some of their debuts collapsed under the weight of logistics, only to be successfully executed much later. And so, just as they described the outer limits of Chamberlain's range as an installation artist, the geographical edges and vertices of her itinerant home life, and the beginning and end of her distinguished career, the works on display here also trace the extremes of our capabilities and the frontiers of our patience as both viewers and exhibitors. Are we capable of viewing these works as they were meant to be viewed? Do we even want to be? Oh, jeez. Vertex texture. Wait. Tree, television, and suspended cathode ray tube, 1968. Found materials. Oh, this is Emily, Bob, and Ben? Picture on the TV. What is that? It's a lighthouse? No, it's a weather vane, or a windmill or something. Is it a lighthouse? Wait, guys, we missed one. Spinning coin, suspended, correcting for angular motion. Found materials. What a lonely image. Feels so strange to have. Didn't you have one of these? Oh yeah, I did have an old microfilm reader like this. I got it at a garage sale. Couldn't figure out what to do with it. That's my whole shed. Just a bunch of weird, obsolete electronics I thought I might use. Someday. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe I'll just sell them for scrap when the price of lead and plastic goes up. I guess everything gets broken down eventually. Oh, the hell? Visage, 1984, unknown media. What is that made of? It's a mystery. Looks like ribbon? Bandages? Oh, have you seen The Invisible Man? It's a slice of visage to build a visage, a puzzle to its owner. What? It's a poem I read. I think it was written by a computer. Sounds like it. Overdubbed Namjoon Pike installation in the style of Edward Packard, 1965, 1973, 1980. Magnetic tape, handheld tape, playback head, speaker system, voice of the artist, computer synthesized speech. Oh, I read about this one. It's interactive. How does it work? It's a bunch of old tape, and you run this tape playback head along it, and just listen to the recordings, I guess. Let's try it out. I think you start in the middle. Bob drags the playback head along the tape. A woman's voice issues unsteadily from the speakers. Wait. Do I have... Oh, those are new. Oh, that's new. Where are... Those are all my favorites? Then it must be this one. Aha.
Hello. We start in the middle. Donald and Joseph are in the hallway. I am in an office. The walls are lined with filing cabinets. A few drawers hang open. The door is ajar. A massive computer looms in the corner. There's some punch cards on the floor.
A synthetic voice recording, spliced awkwardly into the tape, lists out options in monotone. Quick, switch back. Sure, this one.
To examine cards, rotate 30 degrees and advance 7 inches. To leave room, rotate 17 degrees and advance 4 inches. To activate computer, rotate 200 degrees and advance 15 inches.
Examine cards, I guess. Bob moves the playback head to another strip tape. It's funny because that voice I was just using is called Bob. Back to Lula.
Encoded in the holes punched through these cards is a first draft of the poetic subsystem. I can't read punch cards by sight. Donald can, I think. Anyway, this version was pretty underwhelming.
To leave room, rotate 17 degrees and advance 4 inches. To activate computer, rotate 200 degrees and advance 15 inches.
So loud. I love it. I'm now holding 2 punch cards. On one of them, Joseph has scribbled a note, caves. The other is blank.
To insert caves card, rotate 11 degrees and advance 2 inches. To insert blank card, rotate 95 degrees and advance 14 inches.
We're out on a dirt trail in the park. Well, it's not really a trail. It's a trail. It's more like a tendency. There tend to be fewer plants here on the path we've been walking. Now, we're walking at the edge of a massive hole. The dirt gives way to mossy rock as the ground sinks into darkness. Joseph and Donald are following a rope down into the cave. They have computer equipment tied to their backs. So do I.
To enter the cave, rotate 65 degrees left and advance 4 inches.
That's the last trip, so everything is down here now. The final resting place. Don't be so morbid.
To remember a song gesture, rotate 180 degrees and advance 23 inches. To regret a harsh word, rotate 12 degrees and advance 6 inches.
It's morning now. I'm in the car. I'm driving to work. This is the last recorder I'll make on this tape, and then I'll drop it in the mail tomorrow, and then who knows? I recorded onto this tape for 15 years, I think. A lot of other things happened. So here's the story. When I met Donald and Joseph, they were both students, and I was in a band performing on campus. They came to my show, and then we met at some bar and had a few drinks together. Joseph wanted to impress me, so he stole a metal cocktail tumbler and gave it to me. We got kicked out, wandered drunkenly until morning, and finally ended up at a diner. And now I use the tumbler to store extra pens on my desk. So, I'm almost out of tape. I guess I'll just let it run out while I drive.
No instructions? Hey, go back a bit. Maybe we missed something. No, that's the end of this tape strip. I don't think we ever reached this long one at the top here. Is it cheating to skip over there? I won't tell a soul. But news playback. Think
of our work, our research. You'll die in this damn old caves. And what about those men? You know they'll come back. We'll go deeper. That's all. They'll never find us. Did you hear their voices? They'll find you, but not me. I'm going back to the surface. Stop. Your stupid fight is ringing through the whole damn cave. Joseph is right. We can't stay here. I'm leaving too. I'm not going back to the surface. Take my station wagon and I'm heading down the zero. You'll be lost forever. But we need your voice for the machine, Lula. It only recognizes your voice. I'll send you this tape when I'm done recording. I'll put it in the mail and then you can see what your damn machine does with it.
Oh. Title card. Basement Puzzle number 2. Artist, Sunset, and Horse. 1976. Plaster and wire. What do you mean what do you think she means by puzzle? Yeah, weird. I guess that's something you can solve. And then they must be symbols. Artist, sunset, horse, or it's an anagram or like a code. Or it's just a misdirection. Maybe it's a puzzle, but there's no right answer. It's kind of sad. Limits and demonstrations. Oh, that was Lula. Oh, golly. Yeah, I guess I'm ready to go. Yeah, this show's exhausting. This game is weird. Who is that? Attention, Lula Chamberlain. Your application. Sorry, I got. Thank you for your application to the Gaston Trust for Imagined Architectural Annual Fellowship. We received a record number of applications this year, over 100 in total. And regrettably, we can award only one fellowship position per year. As you know, our review process includes a multi-phase blind committee analysis of portfolio submissions, as well as a careful review by panel of subject matter expertise on each applicant's notability and relevance in the field. We must be extremely selective in our process so as to maintain the standards we have established over our 35 years in operation. Our panel did not select your application. We encourage you to consider reapplying next year. Many young artists and architects reapply for a few successive years before being accepted. Sincerely, Dr. Carl Stone Norden, architect, Gaston Trust for Imagined Architecture. It says it's hately handwritten. No, sorry for the condescending form letter. Love your work. Unfortunately, I just do the mail here. Your opposite, Robert. Lula opens a folder on her desk labeled Proposals. Lula sorts through documents, all printed on a fading letterhead reading Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Proposal number 1, site, hospital. Proposed use, auto dealership. Guys, I was driving around yesterday. Friday. And I found an old church that had been turned into a veterinarian's office. I'm like, that's just wild. Proposal site 2, distillery. Proposed use, graveyard. Basketball court, kennel. Espel Court abandoned due to hazardous increase in stray dog population. Already full of dogs. Yeah, sure. Okay, well, I guess I have to go through all of them. Number 1. Hospital closed due to repeated sanitation violations. Auto dealership sanitation requirements comparatively lax. Small operating rooms could be repurposed into offices. Large cubicle-style administrative offices could be repurposed into showrooms. Opposed. Oh. Hello. You're here. Busy. It's not important. I doubt that. You do important work here now. Maybe it's not sublime art, but it's... You know the famous dramatist who visited Mexico and said, "Here there is no art. Things are made for use." You've been to Mexico. You've seen the murals. You know about all that. So, my own thoughts are wandering clearly. I've got a lot on my mind, clearly. Well, I'll come straight to it then. The clerk upstairs tells me you've been assigned to my proposal. I've heard nothing in weeks, and I assumed it had been swallowed up by some dragon of administration, but... no. Lula, my situation is desperate. I have hours. I must find a suitable venue for my play in time for its sunrise debut, or the last decade of my life will have been a vision within a dream, a fragment. I haven't had a chance to review it, to be honest. I see. Of course, you're quite busy. I understand completely. I'm sorry to have bothered you, Lula. I'll go now. Oh, Lula, I thought you might like to know. I saw Joseph this evening, just after sunset. We sat for a bit, drank some cold coffee, and talked about university days. Better days. Maybe for him. The gas station attendant is the guy that was with her going to the Zero? And then she's like, "No, I ain't doing that. Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces." Guys, I'm liking this game. Get a good rest in the truck. It's like getting kind of stiff now, Homer. Yeah, I know you love a drive. Wind in your ears. Yeah, I saw you back there, Homer. We just passed this place. Maybe someone here can point us in the right direction. Yeah, looks like they're still open. Must be the night shift. What do you think they do here? Looks like an office building. It looks like a cathedral. It looks like an office building. Yeah, an office building in a cathedral. This is weird, but you think we're inside or outside right now? Well, I thought we were outside until you asked that question. Now I'm not so sure. Yeah, outside any man-made structure, I guess. Just feels like it's still inside since we can't see the sky. Well, maybe someone around here has a better sense of direction. End of the line. Seems that way. Not for us, I hope. Okay, well. Okay, I didn't want to go down those stairs anyways. I'm confused. What is that? Is that a fishing pole? Why can't I interact with it? Okay. Wild. Excuse me, Shannon. Why am I sitting so far forward? Are we inside? Oh, now I'm confused, Shannon. Well, here you are. Better late than never, I guess. Just unload the whiskey over there by the elevator. I'll figure something out. Want to settle a bet? I'm actually pretty busy, but sure, what's up? He says we're outside. I think we're inside. Wow, okay. Is that like a philosophy thing, or are you just lost? Yeah, I guess it is a bit philosophical. Okay. I wouldn't say you're dressed like a philosopher. Oh, how am I dressed? I wouldn't say so either. It's a hobby then. I get it. I take care of the heating and cooling here and watch the front desk, but at home I do watercolors. We're supposed to have a little celebration here at the office, but the whiskey never showed up. I saw your truck and thought, you don't really look like one of the boys from the distillery anyway. What are you celebrating? Oh, the less I understand, the better. When I'm here, I keep the fans turning and the furnace hot and listen for the bell. When I get home, I'm a different person. I don't have to think about it. I just paint. Well, it's clear you're new to this territory. I expect you just mean to be passing through. We're looking for dogwood dry. Dogwood. Nope. You're going to need to talk to someone upstairs about that. One of the map clerks. But first we've got to get you in the system, so you'll need an appointment with one of the ingestion clerks. Now let's see. Rick is booked proofreading drafts all afternoon, and Wanda's out on a site. Let me go make some calls and see if we have anyone free. There are some books over there in the waiting area, so just take a look around. Have you seen our grotesques? Your what? Television is playing a cartoon about a bird. The cartoon bird collects pieces for its nest. A scarf, a plastic shopping bag, a bit of a young girl's hair. That says warm but precariously fragile. The television playing what looks like a nature documentary. A hermit crab scuttles across a beach. Its shell is an awkward shape. This had once belonged to a different crab. Oh, are you back? No, I don't care. Oh, good. I thought you'd left. People can be so impatient, you never know. Well, I have you meeting with Lula Chamberlain. She's a senior clerk and doesn't usually handle the ingestion process, but she's the only one with room on her plate this evening. My schedule says she's on the 5th floor reviewing some diagrams. The elevator is just back to the left there, 5th floor. Okay. Thank you. Books. Hey, I see her. That's not the 5th floor. She's on the 5th floor, right? The hell? This is a floor full of bears. Yeah, good. You zero comments about the bears, huh? Okay. I know we saw her on the second floor or first floor or whatever, but they don't know that. Greg is hard at work examining some diagrams, measuring angles with a plastic protractor and occasionally scribbling numbers in a small leather notebook. Can I help you? Don't answer that. Sorry, are you Lula Chamberlain? Oh, no. Just missed her, actually. She was up here about an hour ago. She's probably back at her real desk now on the first floor. She barely made a dent in these diagrams. Must have been distracted. Speaking of which... Okay, her office is down on the first floor. Is Annapurna American? This is an Annapurna game, which already means I love it. But I guess stop. Annapurna is American. Well, because, again, Eagle, I don't know if you're still here. In America, this isn't how our floors work. It wouldn't be 5th floor, 4th floor, 3rd floor, 2nd floor, 1st floor lobby. It would be 1st floor, 2nd floor, 3rd floor, 5th floor, 6th. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th floor. That's how it would be in America. Hello? Are you lost? We're looking for Lula Chamberlain. Oh, no, she's much too busy. Let's get some of our junior clerks to sort your paperwork first so we don't waste any of Miss Chamberlain's time. It's a pretty straightforward process. First, you'll need to get a case number assigned. Talk to Clerk Metzstein about that. She's just over there at the end of the room. Happy to help. Hi, how are you? Fine, thanks. I just need your ingestion card and a list of your last 5 permanent addresses. Ingestion card? Oh, no ingestion card? Okay, that's okay. Just go talk to Clerk Bohm first, and he'll get you set up with one. Clerk Bohm is just over there in the corner. Happy to help. Howdy. Here for an ingestion card. No problem. Just threw some papers on his desk. Happy to help. He opens a few folders and quickly closes them. Looks like I'm out. But I know there are some back in the archive. You'll have to put in a special request with Clerk McMillan. She's the document czar. Straight back at the end of the office there by the file cabinets. Okay. Documents request. 1 ingestion card, please. Happy to help. Please just put your requisition form in the inbox and I'll get to it as soon as possible. Requisition form? Yes, you don't have one? It shouldn't be a problem. They're quite easy to fill out. Just ask Clerk Metzstein and she'll get you sorted. Bureaucracy at its finest. Hey, we're back for a different reason. Requisition form, no problem. I'll just need your ingestion card to mark it outgoing in my logbook. I don't have an ingestion card yet. Oh, no ingestion card. Okay, that's okay. Just go talk to Clerk Bohm first and he'll get you set up with one. but he's out. Howdy, here for an ingestion card, no problem. Happy to help. Where's Lulich? Oh, no, it's I mean, that's her right there in the cardigan. You having fun in the paperclip labyrinth? Well, you made it eventually. You look exhausted. I've offered you my seat, but my ankles are turning on me. Arthritis. Trigger someone. Dr. Truman says my joints are eroding one another. They've been collaborating for decades. It's only natural they want to kill each other now. Well, enough of my hateful wrists and ankles. This concrete bunker of an office is just a waypoint for you. I'm sure. Where is it you're trying to go? We're looking for 5 Dogwood Drive. Dogwood Drive. That's funny. You know, I used to live on a Dogwood Drive. This was years ago. A grimy old house. Basement full of insects. Attic full of birds. I had a few roommates. We all worked at the university. I had a dog. I drank whiskey and beer and made sculptures. That Dogwood was a surface road. With a name like that, it would have to be. What are you doing on the Zero? Gas station attendant told us we need to take the Zero to get there. Gas station. I see. Friendly blind man about my age, hangs out with an old cat, likes to pretend he's a poet. His name was Joseph. Do you know him? Joseph and I used to work together, and we lived together. We were friends. That was a long time ago. We haven't spoken in years. You know why he pointed you this way? It's because he's still in love with me, of course. Now he's implicated you quite inconsiderately, and in your condition, it's appalling. So I'm very sorry for wasting your time, but I'm afraid you've been misled. Excuse me. But where's the Dogwood Drive you lived on? Maybe it's the same one. No, it's not possible. The Dogwood Drive I lived on is now called Pale Dogwood Drive. They renamed all the streets, you see. Too many streets with the same names. It was never a problem before, but now we have these databases. It's all too confusing for the computer. Computer has no sense of ambiguity, so it proclaims an error. Name collisions, they call them. So my Dogwood Drive is Pale Dogwood Drive, and another might be Large Leaf Dogwood Drive, or Himalayan Flowering Dogwood Drive, and so on. But one of them is still just Dogwood Drive, or so we might hope. It's really a matter of consulting records, of which we have in abundance here. Do you have a record of those streets? I expect we must. They'll be up in Archives and Records, 4th floor. It'll be filed under O for odonyms, probably, or G for generic, or maybe S for specific, depending on which part of the street name was changed. Okay. I just want to make a delivery. Come on, Shannon. Archives and Records. So 4th floor. You know what, guys? I'm enjoying this game. I don't know if I'm going to play any more of it. At least not on stream. But this is a Game Pass grab bag, and we're about at time. So oh no. Oh no. Have they gotten rid of it recently? It used to be My Games and App. Games. See full library. Game Pass. Oh no. Is this the end of Game Pass grab bag? Oh, goodness, guys. Okay, let me see. Let me do a quick Google. Surprise me button game pass. September 1st, 2022. Uh-oh. Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to pick a random thing. Paw Patrol Grand Prix. Okay. Oh, let's watch it.
Hey parents, an awesome race is about to begin for your little ones in Paw Patrol Grand Prix.
Hell yeah.
No track is too big, no racers too small. Your child can join the Paw Patrol pups in this hypercharged challenge to win the Pup Cup. Race around 13 treat-filled tracks with up to 4 friends or together as a family. Play as your favorite pups like Chase, Marshall, Sky, Ryder, and Rex from Dino Rescue. Collect paw badges to unlock puptastic powers and reach first place. Treat your little ones to non-stop fun with their Paw Patrol pals in this new video game inspired by the series.
Hell yeah. Okay. So next week's going to be that. And maybe by then we'll figure out how to find the surprise me button. Until then, thank you for hanging out with me. Please enjoy the rest of your day and or night. And who's alive right now? Who are we gonna break? Who are we gonna break? Who are we gonna break? Let's raid S6 Productions. To S6 Productions. S6 Productions. What are they playing? Oh, he's playing Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time with his son. Dope. Okay. So we're gonna raid them. Thank you again for hanging out. Thank you again, Eagle, for the resub. Please enjoy the rest of your day and or night. And please remember to be kind to one another. I will see you all in the next one. Till then, bye-bye.